to be caught. Here I come now, let's play hide and seek. Riding on the playground, no one dares to make a sound. Round and round and round and round, no one wants to be first found.
The death of Clemson student Tucker Hipps had caused an outpouring of grief last night. Today, the investigation carried on, and the Oconee County Sheriff sat down with us to talk about that. So far in the Hipps case, authorities have interviewed more than 50 people.
Today, new details about the morning he disappeared. WYFF News 4's Mandy Gaither was live and local in Oconee County. Mandy, Tucker was running with his fraternity brothers when he fell.
That's right, Carol, and the...
Wait. Did I just hear that right? The day after, they've interviewed 50 of his fraternity brothers. Is that what they said? Let's see about that, because I think that's what Moscow said.
So far in the Hipps case, authorities have interviewed more than 50 people.
Today, new details about the morning he disappeared. WYFF News 4's Mandy Gaither was live and local in Oconee County. Mandy, Tucker was running with his fraternity brothers when he fell.
That's right, Carol, and the sheriff says that run started at the Fraternity quad on campus and continued along the bridge beside me. First, they ran over the span farthest away from me, closest to the Y beach. Then I'm told they crossed over the median and continued down this span that's closest to me. The body of Tucker Hipps was found Monday evening in the water between the two spans. Oconee County Sheriff Mike Crenshaw says they know Tucker died from falling from the bridge. They don't know why at this point, if it was accidental or intentional. Crenshaw says there are no inconsistencies in the stories of the fraternity brothers who last saw Tucker. He says they were on a voluntary weekly fitness run, and at this time in the morning it was dark. They didn't see Tucker at breakfast, but say that wasn't unusual. It wasn't until fraternity members found Tucker's cell phone and keys that they got concerned, and witnesses saw the students looking in the woods, retracing their running route while looking for Tucker before reporting him missing to police. Now, Crenshaw says one of the possibilities, and this again is just a possibility, that they're looking into is whether Tucker tried to jump from one span to the other to catch up with the group. The distance doesn't look very far between the spans, but they are actually 8.5 feet apart from each other.
Falling off the bridge is a possibility. Again, 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, that 8.5 foot distance between those bridges, there's a depth perception issue with it being dark.
Oh my goodness. Is that Fry? Sounds just like, you know, sweep. Spray a little rug cleaner on it. Scrub it up a little bit. Make it smell pretty. Are they all like this? Look at his face. This is an ongoing script. He knows this by heart. That run. Why would a fraternity guy ask permission to go on a run if they knew it was okay to do it? Like they knew it was not okay to do it. That's why they asked permission. They knew it was bad. They knew what they were doing was wrong. Look at him. He knows it too.
Again, 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, that 8.5 foot distance between those bridges, there's a depth perception issue with it being dark. Whatever. There's all kinds of reasons that we can only speculate right now. Did this runner fall behind and think he was going to jump across to catch up to him on the other side? That's a possibility. But again, we don't want to speculate. We don't know at this point.
Now, also today, we're hearing the call to Clemson University police from one of Tucker's fraternity brothers. He told a dispatcher he didn't want to file a report at that time, that he was just calling her to find his friend and wanted to see if police happened to pick him up.
I think the weird thing is that we have he left his phone in my place and his truck keys and everything. Like, we have everything. Just like we have no idea where he is.
Was he depressed?
No, not at all.
Nothing like that.
No, we just and we said because there was a group of us and we thought everybody made it back and we realized until late and we realized that we have all this stuff. And
okay, when was the last time you saw him?
When we were running.
He was being coached.
Now, in the wake of Tucker's death, Clemson University has suspended all new member initiation activities of their 24 male social fraternities. I interviewed the Student Affairs Vice President today, and she says in the past couple of weeks, the university has gotten, and I'm quoting here, an unprecedented number of complaints about fraternities. In fact, 15 of them, and at least 6 of those have risen to the level of having to contact law enforcement to investigate. The allegations range from alcohol abuse to hazing to sex assault. The university is investigating all of this at this point. And we are continuing to work on this story, and we will have much more on that angle coming up for you tonight at 11. Mandy Gaither, WYFF News 4 Live in Oconee County.
Mandy, thank you.
Well, sounds like they got some problems all their own. Just wait until you hear this one. Some of their... Just listen to this. It's crazy.
In the past year, the memorial for Tucker Hipps has grown, and after his death, stricter policies for sororities and fraternities. 1 year later, sadness still lingering over Clemson's campus.
We all kind of look back and reflect over the year and how far we've come, actually, though, because I think we have come a long way as a campus, and it's been brought to our attention, and everyone's aware that hazing is definitely not okay.
While deputies are still investigating what happened to Tucker Hipps during that early morning run with other SIGEP pledges, his death put the spotlight on Greek life, safety, and hazing, prompting changes.
It's definitely just gotten a lot stricter, and they have people checking in everyone at fraternity events and sorority events, and there has to be a list for everything.
In July, stricter rules handed down from the university, including more training for fraternity and sorority leaders, members, and advisors, and new rules for social events, including security guards, restrictions on the number of non-member guests, as well as stricter alcohol policies.
Did you hear that? Non-members. So it's the non-members they're keeping out because why? It's the members that are doing it. That makes no sense at all. And what list? What they're doing is not going to stop them from doing this. What's going to stop them from doing it is the consequences that are going to happen to them if they do something. That's what's going to stop them. When the alumni grow a set of balls. Because these are the elders, these are the teachers, these are the, like I said, the presidents, the dean of students that are allowing this to happen. They're going to slap their hands and say, don't do it again, and think that's going to be something they're going to believe in, that they're going to even think about, that's going to even run through their head. They probably won't give it a second thought. Just like the parties you see out on, when the cops are in there in the cams, over and over and over and over and over again. Oh, just shake their hands, tell them just, you don't want a ticket, this is a warning, just you want to, save this money to buy beer. Well, isn't that kind of a Oxymoron? Is that what they call that? They get in trouble for partying and being loud, yet they don't get a ticket, or they just get a warning, and the officer says, save the money to go buy more beer, to do more partying, to get more tickets, or warnings, blah, blah, blah. It's like a dog chasing its tail. And they just Eddie Haskell the cops, because that's what the cops want them to do. Oh, the cops been there. They're probably all alumni from there, graduated from there anyway, or somewhere in the area. Except for, from what I understand, they're still looking for more officers, right? And they're having to have them come in from other states because, yeah, I don't know, maybe they ran dry on all the officers in that area, man. Jeez. But nothing is going to help this until the alumni, the people before them and before them stop saying this is okay. That's what's going to stop it.
The number of non-member guests, as well as stricter alcohol policies, punishment ranging from probation to suspension of the organization. Off camera, several fraternity members said they felt the new rules were, quote, overkill. One told us he felt Greek life has been targeted and said when the university suppresses a group of people, it divides the Clemson family and takes away from the Clemson experience. Not one fraternity member we talked to would go on camera today, several saying they were afraid more sanctions would be passed down if.
So what that just told me is that they're still doing the same thing. Nothing has changed because they have not learned anything. Not a single one of them have learned anything from the death of Tucker Hips. That's disgusting. Doesn't take a brainiac to know that that was wrong. And when they're saying that it's overkill what they're doing. Well, don't you think that was a little overkill? Especially when it ends in death. At that age, we all thought we were invincible, right? Definitely not. Definitely not.
Not one fraternity member we talked to would go on camera today, several saying they were afraid more sanctions would be passed down if they did. And coming up tonight at 6, why a sorority member says the Greek life changes have been hardest on upperclassmen. Mandy Gaither, WYFF News 4, live near Clemson.
What could be so hard? What has changed so much? That they can't beat each other up? Call each other's names? Pour alcohol down their throats? What's changed? What's so horrible? Nuts, man. Now, here's a little truth that's going to be coming out. Listen to this.
Award is being offered for information about the 2014 death of Clemson University student Tucker Hips. Hips was a 19-year-old sophomore when he went missing after an early morning fraternity run near Clemson. His body was found on September of 2014 at about 3:30 in the afternoon in Lake Hartwell. At the time, a complaint said his fraternity had a long tradition of pressuring and forcing pledges to jump off the bridge and swim to shore. However, they deny that. If you believe you have information that can help in this case, you are urged to call Crime Stoppers. That number is always 1-888-CRIME-SC.